Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Hey, now, don't believe that man on that metaverse stuff. If you want to go see a baseball game, go see a baseball game. No need to watch the Braves play through an Oculus headset. Alrighty, it's time to talk about Hurricane Ian. This thing is a monster, just now leaving Cuba and continuing to intensify, forecast to become a Category 4 hurricane later on this afternoon. But luckily, forecast to weaken a bit ahead of landfall. We're going to mainly be in the low 80s today as a result of the cold front that you just saw on your screen pass through us yesterday, up to 82 in Macon and Warner Robins. Warm spots, Abbeville, McRae, 83. Forsyth, 78 is going to be our cool spot for the afternoon. We're going to continue to see that wind pick up later today, gusts upwards to 20 miles per hour, sustained speeds in the 6 to 12 mile per hour range for the most part. You're seeing cloud cover increase as well. We're already seeing those over Dublin, and they'll only move north as Ian continues to move north. Those breezes will pick up more overnight, gusts likely at 25 miles per hour out the door tomorrow morning with temperatures in the low 50s, and then by the time we get into the late hours of tomorrow, we're seeing wind gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour and sustained speeds largely, especially down further south, hovering in that 15 to 20 mile per hour range. Definitely going to be breezy throughout the rest of the week, but we're not seeing any rain chances really until we get later on in the week, and even those still very, very up in the air depending on what Ian does. Out the door tomorrow, you will want a sweater. If you didn't have one today, you will want one tomorrow because those wind gusts at 20 miles per hour are going to make things feel colder than those numbers you just saw on your screen. As you can see, Hurricane Ian is indeed leaving Cuba. You can see the track looks like it just got updated. Forecast now to make landfall south of Tampa. Does that ring a bell to anybody? Charlie, 2004, went right through that Port Charlotte area, and that's where it's forecast to go once again. Still waiting to see if it's going to cross Florida or if it's going to go north into Georgia, but our impacts, every track that goes further east, are getting reduced here in middle Georgia. So let's go ahead and check this out. Why is it moving east? It's this cold front. It's stalling out once again, and we're getting that stationary front to set up, and that is steering Ian off to the east. You see, this model has the storm crossing Florida into the Atlantic before it turns back to the north and then heads up towards South Carolina for a second landfall. So that's, of course, going to be a possibility. Check out these spaghetti tracks, many of them now south of Tampa, right in that Port Charlotte area, north of Naples and Fort Myers, and you see a decent number of them completely crossing over Florida. In 10 seconds, we'll check out your 7-day forecast.
At Volume Chevrolet, get oil changes for life, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Visit Volume Chevrolet, I-75 exit 187 in Forsyth. That's VolumeChevrolet.com.
Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is presented by Volume Chevrolet. Some changes to this since this morning. I've got all the winds still in the same place. But look at the rain chances. I've dropped Friday now to 50% and Saturday down to 40%. Why? The tracks keep taking it further east. And the more east it goes, the less chance for rain we're going to have heading into the weekend.